In this video, I'm gonna share about some insanely cheap destinations where you can still travel in your RV, but stay and play for cheaper. So you're gonna wanna stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the channel Grateful Glamper, where we discuss all things RV life, smaller and intentional living, prioritizing our experiences over things. My name is Charity, and my husband Ben, our 2 kids, our dog, our 2 cats. We've been traveling the US in our motorhome for 5 years now, and we have learned a ton along the way. So here on this channel, we share about our journeys, but also our fails, lessons learned, things that we will not do again, but also some great places to visit and see, and some amazing food. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you do hit that subscribe button so that you're notified every time that we release a new video. With increased fuel costs and inflation, most of us are definitely feeling the pinch in our wallets these days. So let's talk about some ways that you can still travel to some great places this year, but keep those costs down. Our insanely cheap destination, number 1, is our national parks. Our national parks offer some of the most beautiful and affordable destinations for many RVers and campers. And a lot of these national parks have campsites right within the park themselves with very low nightly rates. Take, for example, the Watchman Campground at Zion National Park, where we have stayed, and you can get an RV site for only $30 a night with an electrical hookup. Or consider Rainbow Point Campground right outside Yellowstone National Park. You can camp here for only $20 a night, which also includes an electrical hookup, and we've stayed there and enjoyed some amazing views. And the campground's super quiet. The entrance fees to our national parks are very reasonable, or better yet, if you purchase an annual pass, you can get into any of our national parks for free all year. If you have a 4th grader, or if you're a Gold Star family or a veteran, you can get a national park pass for free. Now, I know some of you are already saying to yourself, yeah, I get it. The national parks are awesome, but the campgrounds, well, they're just hard to get into. They stay booked up. This is where we love using a service now called RV to be able to secure some of these hard to get reservations. RV is an online travel agency booking service made just for RV travelers and campers. And it's the only online travel agency where you can actually search, compare, and book these public parks across all of the booking sites and never pay a booking fee. So you can save time when you're searching for a campground by using RV First to check for campgrounds on recreation.gov, Reserve America, KOA, Florida State Parks, and many of the other state park systems, including California, Florida, Virginia, Ohio, Minnesota, Missouri, Alabama. That's over 3,500 state and national parks you can search and compare and book right on RV, and they have more coming soon. And probably the thing that we love most about RV is their sold out search feature to be able to book some of these hard to get campgrounds. So once you know where you want to camp, if that campground's sold out for the dates that you are wanting, no worries. We've had this happen to us several times, and that's where we set up a sold out search within RV. And RV automatically books that campground for us when a cancellation occurs. And cancellations actually happen more often than you think, and it will book it while you even sleep. So we've had amazing success in securing last-minute reservations and reservations for popular destinations. And one thing that we've done too is we've actually talked with RV and secured a 10% discount just for our viewers. Now, this is an exclusive discount, so be sure to visit gratefulglamper.com/RV or check the link in the description below. We've learned RV really is our best shot to get the spot for these popular destinations that go fast. Now, cheap destination 2 are the state park. Most state parks have campgrounds, and a lot of them have some sort of RV hookups. Now, chances are you probably have some state parks in your own backyard, and this is where you can have an RV staycation of sorts and save big time. Many state parks typically offer campsites that range from primitive tent sites to full service RV sites with electrical and water hookups and in some cases, even full hookups. State parks also offer group campsites where you can have a big group of campers as well, which is perfect for a family reunion. And a lot of these state parks will offer amenities such as picnic tables and fire rings, hot showers, and flush toilets if you're tent camping. There's laundry facilities, camp stores. We've seen it all at our state parks. You also will find a variety of outdoor activities that you can enjoy in our state parks, such as hiking and fishing, boating, swimming, wildlife viewing. And if you've got kiddos, there's a lot of educational programs in state parks, guided tours, and other activities that provide you and your family with opportunities to learn more about the world around us and local ecosystems. It's a great, cheap way to enjoy. Destination number 3 is using BLM land where you can camp for free. Can't get much cheaper than free. BLM manages millions of acres of public land throughout the US, and much of it's available for RV camping. And many BLM areas offer primitive campsites, so this means no hookups, but can't beat free with no hookups. Camping on BLM land can be a rewarding outdoor experience to explore the American West, which is where you will find the majority of BLM land is in the western half of the United States. Now, a few things to keep in mind is this type of camping with no hookups is called boondocking, which means that you're out all alone with no amenities. So you want to have some advanced planning to make sure you have some sort of power source. We have lithium batteries and solar coming soon. Make sure you have enough fresh water to last for the time that you plan to be out there camping. And be aware some BLM areas may have restrictions or require a permit for specific activities such as backcountry camping if that's something that you want to do, hunting or fishing. Just check with the local BLM office for any specific permit requirements before that you plan your trip out there. Some popular BLM areas to consider are Quartzsite in Arizona, Joshua Tree National Park, Big Bend National Park in Texas, and some areas in Utah and Nevada. The next insanely cheap place to check out are state and national forests. These offer a variety of camping options, including RV campsites with partial or full hookups, primitive campsites, dispersed camping, and fees can vary depending upon the specific forest and the type of camping, but in general, they are cheap. And when I say cheap, like $20 a night or less in some cases. We recently stayed at the Tillis Hill Campground in the Withlacoochee State Forest in Florida, and we paid $22.50 a night, all said and done, for a beautiful campsite with both electrical and water hookups, and we use RV to snag that campsite as a last-minute cancellation as well. Insanely cheap, Destination 5, where you can travel for cheap. Our city and county run campgrounds. Now these campgrounds, oh my gosh, love them. They're known for being affordable, and we've stayed at several of these campgrounds over the years. The average nightly rate runs anywhere from $10 a night to $25 a night, and most of them have some sort of partial hookups or even full hookups in some cases. A great example of this is a small campground in Durand, Wisconsin, where we paid $25 a night for water and electric. There was a dump station right on site. The sites were level, they were paved. There was a park for the kids to play at in a huge grassy area to walk the dog. Another example would be in a little town called Weeping Water, Nebraska, where we've stayed for only $15 a night with a full electric hookup. These city and run campgrounds are truly hidden gems that are insanely cheap. Did want to let you know that we have limited edition Experiences Over Things shirts available just for the summer of 2023. You have to get your orders in by April the 13th. There'll be a link in the description below. They'll arrive at the beginning of May, just in time for summer. I'm gonna leave a video right up here about some bucket list destination campgrounds that I know you're gonna wanna know about when you're trip planning. And if we don't see you out on the road or around the campground, we'll definitely see you in the next video.